this lesson is all about inspiring you all. It's not really going to be something that you're going to do step by step. I mean, if you want to, more power to you. But really, it's to showcase the ability to go to different websites for inspiration. I'm moving around the mic here. And going to a site like Dribbble or Motion Sites, which I have opened up here, taking bits and pieces from sites that you really like and using that to either create a new website or edit your existing website. So Motion Sites is pretty cool. They've got a bunch of different animated websites, and I want to just show what it would look like if we took something like this, which is essentially a prompt when you copy this, and went into Claude Design and said, Claude Marketers Animated Heroes section, right? We're going to create, and I'm going to say now, we've already edited the Heroes section in the previous lesson, but now I want to get fancy. Let's get some animation in there. So let's edit the Heroes section of the Claude Marketers website using the following information here. Don't edit anything else other than the Heroes section from this animated design that I'm going to paste. And I'm going to then paste that, which it shows as pasted text here, which is what I copied over from Motion Sites. And we're just going to let it get to work and see what it comes up with. But while this is working, this again is a lot to do this lesson with inspiration. And actually it's asking us some questions here. And you'll notice that with Claude Design, very similar to like a Claude Code or Cowork, it does a really great job of asking questions to get to the design that you're looking for. So where's the existing Claude Marketers website? I'll paste and upload. It actually should be taking it already. Let's just say I'll import the GitHub repo, so I'll share the URL. And then for the design system, let's say that we want to follow this pasted spec exactly. Oh, you know what? I think I actually, yeah, okay. This is an issue. I used the growth pair design system, and like the name of the game for this, I share everything, even the hiccups, because using AI is not going to be 100%. And so we're actually going to go back, use this prompt that I used here. And that's why I was asking questions. We should be using the Claude Marketers design system. So Claude Marketers Animated Heroes section V2. And we'll create this and paste this into here. We have to go back into Motion Sites and copy this. And so very important lesson there is make sure you're using the right design system when you're prompting. I have multiple design systems in here. It may still ask us the questions, maybe not, but it was asking us that because it was a little bit confused. But again, going back to the inspiration, I just want everyone to know that you don't always have to come up with all the ideas yourself or let Claude do that. That's what we have these websites like Dribbble, Motion Sites, Really Good Emails is another one, reallygoodemails.com, where you can get inspiration for different types of emails from reputable brands or just brands that are doing a good job on email design. So on Dribbble, they have this really cool explore section where you can go into web design and you can start to fish through here on different elements that you may find interesting or useful for your own website. So we're just going to find something random here. And let's say that we like this one here. What I can do is I can copy this and I'm going to paste it into this prompt. And it's actually asking me questions here. So I'm going to keep the spec as is, built for the curious, keep specs generic. And I'm just answering these very quickly so that we can get through this here. And I will say decide for me on this last one and then just continue. So let's let it design this animated version of the hero section and then I'll be back. But I also copied this here and I want to show how easy it is to just copy an element you like from an existing design, say on a Dribbble, put it into design and then have design use that to kind of formulate or make the design or basically copy that design, but place it into your website, into your existing website. So we'll be back once it's completed some of this here, and hopefully we get some nice animations to showcase. Look at this. This is pretty freaking awesome. This would have taken forever to build out, but we literally just did it in a few minutes here. Now, of course, there are some edits that we need to make because it's using the copy from the example we took over on Motion Sites. And I actually think it asked me those questions that I was breezing through, and I chose to use the same copy from this example. But let's just say something like, can you retain the hero copy from the existing Claude Marketer's website? And the animation can stay the same, but I just want the copy to be exactly how we have on the current hero section of the Claude Marketer's website. So let's see what it comes back with, but we already have the animated design here. And if we scroll down, the rest of the website looks great. And this is something that we would be able to port directly, like we did in the last lesson, over to Claude Code to then build it out and add it into the live website. I'm not going to do it for this because this is a little much for the current website. I think I like where we currently are. But again, just to showcase what we're able to do here. And what I'm going to do next, again, is I still have this piece over here copied, but actually, I don't know if I really like that. So let's just do maybe, this is kind of cool. It's animated as well, but let's, maybe we take this and let's accept this so it doesn't take that in the screenshot. And we're going to say, we'll say, take the screenshot and add this element in between the hero section and the second section of the website as a transition layer or filter. And I'm pasting that image. So I'm actually just going to wait until this completes with the copy, and then I'll go ahead and prompt design to also do this. Well, actually, here we go. It's a little bit better, not quite there. It's using the copy now. You can see this is kind of messed up here, but it's a little bit better. And I would continue to kind of go back and forth with Claude Design to get us where we need to be. But now I'm just going to send this and see if it can add this element in between this hero section and this second section of the website. But as you can see, it's getting better and better with more prompts. It still has the animation here. It's now implemented the copy that we have live on the website. So it's getting better. And, within, call it 15, 20 minutes of more work, we could have easily added and created this to be up to spec to, to the point where we can load this in. So now we have this section. It's not quite there. There's this very harsh kind of layering here. What I would do is I would just comment that, the hero section to second section element is a bit harsh. Can we make the transition smoother between elements? And we're going to send that over to Claude and see if it can do just a little bit better. I'm just sort of throwing things into this design. This would not be a design that I go live with. But again, it's just to show you that you can take bits and pieces from a lot of different areas and websites like a Dribbble and add them onto your live website or into a brand new website. So let's let it do its work here. See if that comment will give us a little bit. It's actually telling us to reload. So let's see if it, not quite there, but, actually it did fix a lot of the issues we saw up here where the copy was sort of overlapping. This is still verifying here. So we'll see if it can do a better job with this section. And then I will be back once we've got a little bit more updated from design. Still not quite there. Actually, let's reload. We have a new version here, so let's see where we're at. Still not quite there. But again, I just threw a random image in here. But it looks a lot better. This is something that I would potentially ship just to test it out, see how this does in comparison to our current hero section. Some of this is still a little bit tougher to read. I'd probably need to make some other edits. But that'll about wrap up this lesson. Let's get on to the next one. But hopefully this gave you a little bit of inspiration on what's possible when you start to grab different elements from inspiration and other sites like a Dribbble.